The Early History of English. Hello again, I'm Mirek, and this is episode 2 of our podcast English, the Global Language. In this podcast series we talk about English, where it comes from, how it changed, and why it became a global language. This podcast is for learners at A2 level. I speak slowly and clearly so you can understand and learn step by step. In the last episode we asked, why is English important today? Now we go back in time, more than 1,500 years, to learn how English started. Before English became a global language, other languages were used across the world. In ancient times, Greek was the main language of science, philosophy, and learning. Later, Latin became the international language in Europe. Latin was the language of the church, education, and many important books. People from different countries used Latin to write, study, and communicate. At that time, English was not important yet. It was spoken by a small number of people in a small place. But slowly, things started to change. The story of English began more than 1,500 years ago in England. At first, people in England spoke different languages. In the 5th century, groups called Angles, Saxons, and Jutes moved from northern Europe to England. These groups brought their own languages, which were similar to each other. When they came to England, their languages mixed together. This new language became Old English. Old English was very different from the English we speak today. It had different grammar, sounds, and spelling. People used it to talk about simple things, like family, farming, and nature. At this early time, there were not many words from other languages. Later, in the 8th and 9th centuries, new people came to England from Scandinavia. They were called Vikings, and they spoke Old Norse. Vikings often attacked towns, but many of them stayed and lived in England. Their language mixed with Old English. This added many new words to the language. Words like sky, egg, window, and knife came from Old Norse. Another big change happened in the year 1066. People called the Normans came from France. They took control of England. The Normans spoke a kind of French. For about 300 years, French was the language of kings, law, and education in England. Common people still spoke English, but French words slowly entered the English language. Many of these words were about power and government, like judge, royal, and army. This made the English language richer. By the end of this time, English changed a lot. It was no longer Old English. It became something new. We call it Middle English. This new form had many words from French and Old Norse. It was easier for people in different parts of England to understand each other. This was the beginning of English becoming a strong language. It still wasn't global, but it was ready for the next big step. Thank you for listening to episode 2 of our podcast, English, the Global Language. In the next episode, we will talk about printing and how books helped English become stronger. Don't forget to subscribe to Simple English Text so you don't miss it. See you next time. Bye-bye.